Alright, so today's a very special day for three reasons. One, as you can tell from my voice, I'm using an external mic. For better or worse, I have no idea, but hopefully there isn't too much background noise. Second, I'm also using a different editing software, so no longer do you have to see that weird watermark on the top right corner. And last but definitely not least, I finally get to make a video on Lily, which I've wanted to do for like the past month or something. However, today's video is going to be slightly different because instead of doing my usual routine where I just play solo showdown, instead I'm going to be playing Lily on Gem Grab, which I believe is the best game mode you can use her on. So starting off with my loadout, for my gadget I'll be using Vanish. My first gear is going to be Shield, my second gadget cooldown, and lastly my star power will be Spiky. So with that being said, let's go ahead and see how good Lily is on Gem Grab. If you happen to watch my previous video on Cordelius, you might have heard me say that he's also a really good brawler to use on Gem Grab, but I never really described the reasons why. Now of course you can argue which one is better at doing that. In my opinion, I think Cordelius has a slight advantage, mainly because his super lasts a bit longer, but that doesn't mean that Lily is bad all of a sudden. You see, a while back I did a short talking about Lily and how overpowered her gadget was, because just having the ability to disappear while you're being cornered or trapped is extremely useful. Now granted, it only lasts a few seconds compared to like the 7 or 8 for Cordelius, but I think that's perfectly fine, especially for most brawlers who don't have some type of speed boost. Now I know I haven't really talked much about Lily's role while playing Gem Grab in this video, but I figured that it's kind of obvious because for the most part her playstyle is going to remain the same. What I mean by this is that you're going to use your super to attack the brawler that has the most amount of gems, and once you collect those gems you're going to use your gadget to run and hide. Now of course you won't be able to take down every single brawler, but I think that's perfectly fine because her high DPS means that your team should be able to finish the job. And of course you don't always have to use your gadget defensively, because in this case I managed to spawn in front of the enemy team, and with the help of my own team we managed to wipe them all out. And after waiting a few seconds for my gadget to recharge, I use it once more, slip away, and just like that we won. So in my opinion, I think Lily is still a fantastic brawler to use on Gem Grab. Now of course it will depend on the map that you play around, because if there isn't enough bushes or cover then you might not be so lucky. But then again, it also depends on how good your teammates are. Anyways, have a good day.